In the last hour, the Department of Justice is firing back at the New York Times that claimed John Bolton was concerned that President Trump did favors for autocratic leaders. This is from the DOJ. They say the New York Times account of this conversation grossly mischaracterizes what the AG and Mr. Bolton discussed. There was no discussion of personal favors or undue influence on investigations, nor did Attorney General Barr state that the president's conversations with foreign leaders was improper. Joining us right now is investigative reporter and author of a new book, Profiles in Corruption, Peter Schweizer. Peter, good morning to you.
Hey, great to be here, guys.
Okay, so the Department of Justice is saying that we have not seen the Bolton transcript, but if this stuff that's in the New York Times today is true, it's not true.
Yeah, here's the thing about Bill Barr. Even his critics admit this guy's a straight shooter. I mean, he's been playing this game for a long time. He was an attorney general in the Bush administration. So I think if Barr is saying that conversation is not accurate,
He says it never happened.
Exactly. That I think Barr is absolutely correct on that. And this is the problem. You know, you're getting a lot of these leaks. You're not getting the information that's put out firmly in a way that people can assess it. And this has become the strategy as they're not getting the traction. Democrats are not getting the traction on impeachment that they expected to get.
And the two countries they mentioned specifically, is Turkey and China.
Yeah.
And he said that Turkey asked for help on an investigation with a bank. By the way, that investigation did not stop because they're dealing with Iran, trying to break sanctions. The other one with China, he wanted help with ZTE. And he said, I'll take a listen to you. But ZTE ended up not getting what they wanted. So what Bolton was saying, he was concerned about that.
Right.
But you're an advisor to the president.
Exactly.
You're not the president.
Exactly. And in what universe is anybody going to argue that Donald Trump is soft on the Chinese? It just doesn't make sense. So, look, I think this is, there's multiple layers to this. There's an effort to sort of make this part of the impeachment inquiry. For me, what Donald Trump did in his conversation with Zelensky was actually entirely appropriate. We know now that Hunter Biden was running a veritable United Nations of corruption. He was taking money from the Ukrainians. He was hired by the Ukrainians within 3 weeks of his father becoming point person on policy towards Ukraine.
We watched Jay Carney have to take questions from Jonathan Karl
Yeah.
in video yesterday saying, why is this okay that Hunter Biden is on this board?
Yeah, exactly. He's on the board. He has no expertise. He has no background. And it's just one puzzle piece of a larger picture. The other thing that people often overlook, for example, is that Zelensky, the Ukrainian leader, his chief financial backer is an oligarch named Kolomoisky. That's the guy that helped put Zelensky in office. Well, Kolomoisky is believed by many Ukrainian anti-corruption organizations for being involved in Burisma. So you can see why Donald Trump felt the need to raise it directly with Zelensky.
And while a lot of people have heard about Hunter Biden, in your new book, Profiles in Corruption, you talk about a number of Biden family members. You talk about other 2020 hopefuls. And the New York Times begrudgingly admits that your book contains revelations containing, quote, building blocks for scandals. That's not a bad thing for them to say.
Yeah, no, exactly. And look, here's the problem. As we all know in Washington, D.C., when you have power, there's the temptation to sort of cut corners. And what you find with Joe Biden, he's been there since 1972. There are what we call the Biden five family members who cashed in while he was vice president by various means. But also people like that are alleged reformers like Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders also engage in this kind of behavior.
How did Elizabeth Warren engage with, was something with her daughter?
Yeah, well, there's multiple levels. I mean, specifically with her, Elizabeth Warren herself.
She made millions.
Yes, she made millions. In the 1990s, she was hired by Congress as a consultant, paid by us, taxpayers, to reform bankruptcy laws, to actually write bankruptcy laws as it revolved around corporations and major torts, class action lawsuits. While she was still a consultant and after, she started taking on corporate clients who were paying her the equivalent of $1,000 an hour to help them navigate the law
that she wrote,
that she was writing. I mean, it's the classic Washington swamp maneuver, by the way, that she's criticized other people for.
The daughter in TARP?
Yeah, the daughter. So the daughter is building a business, setting up a business called BTG at the same time that Elizabeth Warren, the mother, is the head of the TARP oversight. And of course, TARP is bailing out big Wall Street firms. Elizabeth Warren's head of that oversight committee. Elizabeth Warren takes her daughter to meetings involving TARP with Senator Reid. And while Elizabeth Warren is helping to bail out large financial investment firms, the daughter is raising money and signing up advisors from those same firms that are being bailed out for her new business.
It's got to be a coincidence. It's all in Profiles in Corruption, a big bestseller. Peter Schweizer, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, Peter.